Gaurav sir, number 10 present, sir.
All participants are requested to open the camera, please. I think that some issues, confusion are there regarding the assignments. आपके जो प्रश्न है वो आप पूछ सकते हो.
हेलो सर.
यस मैम.
सर वो असाइनमेंट है वो क्वेश्चन आंसर में लिखने हैं क्या?
वो बाद में हो जाएगा. रेगुलर जो आपको असाइनमेंट जो देने हैं, एमआरपी है, बुक रिव्यू है, आपको जो सेमिनार प्रेजेंटेशन देना है, माइक्रो टीचिंग देना, इसमें कोई कंफ्यूजन है आपको?
Yes, sir. Regarding MRP, sir, minor research project.
अच्छा, माइनर और मेजर, क्या सवाल है सर आपका उसमें?
नहीं, मतलब उसका प्रपोजल तैयार करना है या फिर?
सिर्फ प्रपोजल तैयार करना है सर, पूरा प्रोजेक्ट नहीं करना है.
जी सर, जी सर, थैंक्स.
और किसके कोई प्रश्न है?
सर एक बार बुक रिव्यू के बारे में.
डॉक्टर कुलकर्णी, काइंडली अनम्यूट एंड आस्क अगेन.
एक बार बुक रिव्यू के लिए बोल सकते हैं क्या बुक रिव्यू का?
जी देखिए, बुक रिव्यू इन द सेंस देयर शुड बी अ क्रिटिकल रिव्यू ऑफ एनी बुक ऑथर्ड बाय एनी ऑन एनी टॉपिक. लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल, व्हाट इज योर सब्जेक्ट, कुलकर्णी?
फिजिक्स. फिजिक्स.
Physics. You see that if
फिजिक्स. यस
there is
यस.
a topic like a study of uh, nanotechnology or something like any topic, book subject topic related to physics, what you can do, you can just write the about the contents of that book. You can just chapter wise, you can paragraph uh, uh, for a chapter, you can write one paragraph of that particular chapter. For example, if there are six chapter, you can write six paragraph on those six chapter, and in your own words, you can conclude regarding that book, which is useful for the student, or book is useful for the academician. You can just write a last paragraph like that. यानी कि क्रिटिकल रिव्यू करना है आपको बुक का. जो भी बुक है उसको रिव्यू करना है, चैप्टर
यस
वाइज
यस.
रिव्यू
और
करना है,
वो
अपने ओन वर्ड्स में रिव्यू करना है.
इंडियन ऑथर का ही बुक चाहिए?
नहीं, ऐसा कोई जरूरी नहीं है, फॉरेन ऑथर का भी कर सकते हो आप.
ओके. इंडियन.
यस
और
यस.
वो सिलेबस हमारे बीएससी को इंक्लूड होना
नहीं,
चाहिए कुछ?
जरूरी नहीं है, जरूरी.
Sir, we can also take
Thank you.
books which are related to ikigai or some kind of skills, right? Decision making or problem solving.
Hmm. Yes, you can.
Okay. And so when we make the videos, 15 minutes of the seminar and 15 minutes of the micro teaching, we put it on our YouTube channel and
Yeah.
then we send you the YouTube channel link. How do we submit it?
YouTube channel link, no, only video link.
We will we will share the video link on the MMTTC email ID given.
On the first day, we have divided the
Yes,
workload
yes. I have the
according to the
IDs. I
work.
have the IDs. I have the IDs.
Yes.
So we submit the video links there in the Word document, or how do we submit the links?
Word document.
Word document. Okay. All right, sir. Thank you.
सर ये सब कुछ एक एक बार ही जमा करना है कि हर वीक ऐसा कुछ तो नहीं है?
एक एक बार.
ठीक है सर.
सर एक और क्यूरी थी. आई हैव अ टास्क टू रीड अ बायोडाटा ऑन 9th. Hello.
How come on 9th? Okay, हाँ.
Yes, and again I have the task to read a report reading on 28th of January.
हाँ.
तो जिसने बायोडाटा रीड किया है उनको समरी सबमिट करनी थी.
Yes.
तो हमने कौन सी करनी है?
दोनों में से कोई एक कर दो आप. दोनों में से कोई एक कर दो.
ओके सर, थैंक यू सर.
हॅलो सर.
Yes.
सर आफ्टरनून सेशन च रिपोर्ट रीडिंग मध्ये काय लिहिणं आहे सर? हे
सर तुम्ही पर्सनल कॉन्टॅक्ट करा, मी बोलतो तुम्हाला.
हो सर. थँक्यू.
So we have today with us one of the faculty member from our university campus, Professor Bhaskar Sathe sir, as a resource person. So on behalf of UGC Malviya Mission Teachers Training Center, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Marathwada University, Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar, I welcome Dr. Bhaskar Sathe sir, and I would now request the participant to give a brief introduction of Dr. Bhaskar Sathe.
Thank you, sir. A 16th faculty induction program, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Marathwada विश्वविद्यालय छत्रपति संभाजी नगर 5 जनवरी से लेकर 3 फरवरी तक। आज 12 जनवरी, आज के इस द्वितीय सत्र के लिए जुड़े मार्गदर्शक डॉक्टर भास्कर साठे जी के परिचय के लिए या परिचय की जिम्मेदारी मुझ पर दी गई है। मेरा नाम है डॉक्टर कृष्णा कदम, अंकुशराव टोपे महाविद्यालय जालना, और मेरा रोल नंबर है 42। इस प्रोग्राम के आयोजक और मार्गदर्शक तथा इस कार्यक्रम के लिए सभी प्रतिभागियों का मैं शब्द सुमनों से स्वागत करता हूं और डॉक्टर भास्कर साठे जी के परिचय के लिए मैं यहाँ मौजूद हूँ। डॉक्टर भास्कर आर साठे जी प्रोफेसर रसायन विज्ञान विभाग तथा विभागाध्यक्ष नैनो टेक्नोलॉजी विभाग, डॉक्टर बाबा साहेब अम्बेडकर मराठवाड़ा विश्वविद्यालय छत्रपति संभाजीनगर। डॉक्टर भास्कर साठे जी ने 2003 में डॉक्टर बाबा साहेब अम्बेडकर मराठवाड़ा विश्वविद्यालय छत्रपति संभाजीनगर से भौतिक रसायन विज्ञान में एमएससी की डिग्री प्राप्त की है। इसके बाद 2011 में पुणे स्थित राष्ट्रीय रासायनिक प्रयोगशाला से भौतिक एवं पदार्थ विज्ञान में पीएचडी प्राप्त की। राष्ट्रीय रासायनिक प्रयोगशाला पुणे में 5 वर्षों के शोध अनुभव के बाद वर्ष 2008 में उन्होंने डॉक्टर बाबा साहेब अम्बेडकर मराठवाड़ा विश्वविद्यालय के रसायन विज्ञान विभाग में सहायक प्राध्यापक के रूप में कार्यभार ग्रहण किया। उन्होंने संयुक्त राज्य भारत शैक्षणिक फाउंडेशन के अंतर्गत 1 वर्ष तक फुलब्राइट पोस्ट डॉक्टरल फेलो के रूप में भी कार्य किया तथा अमेरिका के रूटगर्स विश्वविद्यालय के रसायन विज्ञान एवं रासायनिक जीव विज्ञान विभाग में प्रोफेसर तेओड्रोस असेपा के साथ भी शोध किया। डॉक्टर भास्कर जी का शोध कार्य भारत, अमेरिका तथा भारत की विभिन्न विश्वविद्यालयों में मुख्यतः उन्होंने निम्न क्षेत्रों पर उनका शोध कार्य केंद्रित रहा है, जिसमें ऊर्जा रूपांतरण हेतु स्मार्ट नैनो सामग्रियों का संश्लेषण, इलेक्ट्रोकेमिकल सेंसर, जल अपघटन, पर्यावरणीय इलेक्ट्रोकेमिस्ट्री, नैनोस्केल प्रणालियां एवं उनके संरचना गुणधर्म। डॉक्टर भास्कर जी के नाम पर भारत में 2 पेटेंट है, 1 पुस्तक एवं 2 ई बुक भी उनके प्रकाशित है तथा 6 पुस्तक अध्याय भी उनके अलग अलग चैप्टर में आज तक प्रकाशित हो चुके हैं तथा 120 से अधिक शोध प्रपत्र उनके प्रकाशित है। देश की और विदेश की स्तरीय पत्रिकाओं में उनके शोधालेख प्रकाशित हो चुके हैं। यूजीसी केयर लिस्ट और इम्पैक्ट फैक्टर वाली पत्रिकाओं में उनके शोधालेख प्रकाशित है। देश की शीर्ष 5 प्रकाशनों का औसत प्रभाव 21.30 है और 10 प्रकाशनों का औसत 14.1 है। 8 विद्यार्थियों ने उनके मार्गदर्शन में पीएचडी पूर्ण की है तथा प्रतिवर्ष लगभग 8 से 10 विद्यार्थी उनके अंडर मास्टर प्रोजेक्ट पर कार्य करते हैं। उनका शोध योगदान स्टैनफोर्ड विश्वविद्यालय की विश्व वैज्ञानिक रैंकिंग में प्रकाशित शीर्ष 2% वैज्ञानिकों की सूची में 2020, 2021, 2022 एवं 2023 में शामिल किया गया है। डॉक्टर भास्कर जी ने विज्ञान एवं प्रौद्योगिकी विभाग, भारत सरकार द्वारा वित्त पोषित अनेक शोध परियोजनाओं में सक्रिय योगदान दिया है। विज्ञान एवं प्रौद्योगिकी विभाग, भारत सरकार के अनेक सारे परियोजनाओं में वे अन्वेषक रहे हैं, जिनकी कुल वित्तीय सहायता 1 करोड़ से भी अधिक रही है। इसके अतिरिक्त विज्ञान एवं प्रौद्योगिकी विभाग डीएसटी फर्स्ट एवं यूजीसी एसएपी परियोजना में भी सक्रिय सहभाग इनका रहा है। डॉक्टर भास्कर जी ने अब तक 100 से अधिक आमंत्रित व्याख्यान दिए हैं, जिनमें कई राष्ट्रीय एवं अंतरराष्ट्रीय सम्मेलनों में इनका व्याख्यान शामिल है। वे अनेक राष्ट्रीय एवं अंतरराष्ट्रीय शोध पत्रिकाओं के समीक्षक भी रहे हैं। उन्हें विभिन्न शोध फेलोशिप एवं सम्मान प्राप्त हुए हैं, जिसमें फुलब्राइट जूनियर एडवांस रिसर्च अवार्ड 2017-18। डॉक्टर भास्कर जी का कार्य बहुमुखी प्रतिभा के धनी डॉक्टर भास्कर जी रहे हैं, इसलिए उन्हें कई पुरस्कारों से सम्मानित भी किया गया है, जैसे फेलो 2021 एवं यंग एसोसिएट 2018 ये महाराष्ट्र अकादमी ऑफ साइंसेज द्वारा दिया गया। यंग साइंटिस्ट रिसर्च अवार्ड 2015 परमाणु ऊर्जा विभाग भारत सरकार। फुलब्राइट नेहरू पोस्ट डॉक्टरल रिसर्च फेलोशिप 2013 रूटगर्स विश्वविद्यालय अमेरिका। विज्ञान एवं प्रौद्योगिकी विभाग द्वारा फास्ट ट्रैक स्कीम यंग साइंटिस्ट 2000 का पुरस्कार भी उन्हें प्राप्त हुआ है। साथ ही साथ जेआरएफ एवं एसआरएफ सीएसआईआर भारत सरकार द्वारा उन्हें प्राप्त हो चुकी है। वे जून 2005 से जनवरी 2007 के दौरान सीएसआईआर परीक्षा में शीर्ष 20% विद्यार्थियों में रहे हैं। डॉक्टर भास्कर जी विभिन्न प्रतिष्ठित वैज्ञानिक संस्थाओं के आजीवन सक्रिय सदस्य है, जिनमें इंडियन सोसाइटी फॉर इलेक्ट्रोएनालिटिकल केमिस्ट्री, अमेरिकन केमिकल सोसाइटी, मटेरियल्स रिसर्च सोसाइटी ऑफ इंडिया, इलेक्ट्रॉन माइक्रोस्कोप सोसाइटी ऑफ इंडिया, इलेक्ट्रोकेमिकल सोसाइटी ऑफ इंडिया, सोसाइटी ऑफ मटेरियल्स केमिस्ट्री। डॉक्टर भास्कर जी, आपका ये विस्तृत परिचय से पता चलता है कि आप बहुमुखी प्रतिभा के धनी हैं। आपका अकादमिक ये जो कार्य है सराहनीय है। एक मेधावी छात्र और मेधावी प्राध्यापक के रूप में भी आपका नाम लिया जा सकता है, और ये आपका परिचय पत्र मुझे देने का आज मौका मिला, इसलिए मैं सभी आयोजकों का धन्यवाद ज्ञापित करता हूँ। हेलो
हेलो,
हाँ, प्रोफेसर साठे सर जी से विनती है कि आप हमें अपने विचारों से लाभान्वित करें।
हेलो, am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Good evening, all. Good afternoon. Sorry. Good afternoon. So, first of all, I would like to thank Director of this HRDC Center, Mahajan Madam, and Coordinator, my colleague friend Rafi sir, for giving me an opportunity to be part of this induction program. Participant friends, already you are listening talks by different fields from the different resource persons. The idea behind this is to organize the such type of induction programs or the preparation programs to make you aware the what's a current status of different learning resources which we have available. In addition to that, we, the teachers, to them our students are following, right? To make them to make available the existing resources, that's our prime duty. In that point of view, such type of programs are always be there to organize. So this UGC has taken the lead for this, and these programs are there. So as a part of this, we have here assembled, and I have given the choice to present you what are the existing opportunities as a teacher we have globally. Because there are a number of fellowships which are merit based, available either from the government of India or the international resources that is available from the other countries too. So in that line, Fulbright Nehru is one of the organization which is a bilateral program and which is available for the all faculties, that is you including the social science. Why I'm saying the social science, you should not feel that this is only limited for the science. Fulbright Nehru and other Fulbright fellowship. Fulbright fellowship is initiated by the United States especially, and as a equal partner from the India, that time Jawaharlal Nehru was the leading president, and they have started contributing in this Fulbright scheme as a 25% share, and the Fulbright Nehru fellowship has come off, right? And this fellowship is, idea behind this is, just 1 minute.
Hello, Sathe sir.
Just 1 minute. I'm not able to shift to the next slide. That's I don't know this. This keyboard is having some problem, I think so. पुढे जाईल रिपीट पुढे जात नाही का तसं करावं लागेल का कसं घ्यायला एकच सोल्युशन. So if you are talking about the program history of this program, the idea behind this is to go further. Is it comfortable to all of you is in English or the mix you want? Just let me know, because this is in your hand. I will make it combine.
Sir,
Bilingual.
English Marathi or Marathi English or English Hindi combination. Hindi I am little not comfortable, but Hindi English Marathi combination I can do it.
हिंदी भी सर.
Okay, sir. Bilingual is okay.
हाँ
हिंदी
हिंदी
हाँ हिंदी में
Bilingual, sir.
सर
नो मराठी इंग्लिश और हिंदी इंग्लिश
हिंदी
मराठीमध्ये
इंग्लिश
चालेल सर थोडं सांगितलं तर.
ओके
So there are some participants who doesn't know Marathi. Therefore, Hindi and Marathi will be, sorry, Hindi and English will be good.
हिंदी एंड इंग्लिश विल बी गुड देन ओनली इंग्लिश इज ओके
Yeah, yes, sir, yes.
ओके
हिंदी और इंग्लिश में, हिंदी और इंग्लिश.
okay I was talking about the how this program has initiated, right? There was a period of second world war, right? Actually हम जो ये दो सेशन में what I am going to talk about, this is the program which we can enjoy as a faculty, or as we are having a PhD student or the some students which are working in your department in your college, right, which are pursuing their PhD and they have the interest or they wanted to go for the higher studies for the postdoctoral fellowship. So this is the scheme is available with us, right? As why I am representing this, because I was a student. मैंने 2012-13 में ये फेलोशिप से यूनिवर्सिटी से सबैटिकल लेके यूएस में 1 साल स्पेंड किया, एंड दिस इज अ मेरिट बेस्ड फेलोशिप होने की वजह से I got a n number of opportunities to be interact with the different people, merit based people, and वापस आने के बाद बहुत कुछ ऐसे डोर्स ओपन हो गए. I am a reviewer for this fellowship. I got a chance to work on the different DST project evaluation team, right? So this will become one of the credit or the one of the merit based award in your profile. So take it positively. Such type of fellowship is available for us, and which will be again credit this merit based, so you can gain it. And actually इसके पीछे का जो बैकग्राउंड आपने देखा तो वो बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग है. Interesting in the sense there was a duration of Second World War and huge damage was there. That is a global damage I am talking about, and this is only because of the maturity issue with the people, and there is a huge gap between the culture of our different countries. So then there was a socialist or the senator from the United States team, government assembly team I am talking about. So that is James William Fulbright. He was more connected with the social work. Then he thought we need to work very seriously on the issue, and there should not be such type of war in the future. So then what he has done, he started connecting people, and he made a team of people, and he started convince people to put some amount into this, and this organization on his name is Stand Up from the United States, and they started approaching the different developed, undeveloped countries, and they ask countries to be a part of this as a partner. So from this, then from this amount, combined joint amount, the student from India will go and work in the US, learn a culture which is there, or they teach what is here, and एक म्यूचुअल जो इंडिया में कुछ पॉजिटिव थिंग्स है वो उधर जाके एक्सचेंज हो गए, उधर से कुछ पॉजिटिव थिंग्स है वो हम लर्न करेंगे और इधर इंप्लीमेंट करेंगे. इट मींस देयर शुड हैव द बेनिफिट ऑफ बोथ द कंट्रीज. And through this, they have started working on this, and this will improve the mutual understanding between the people of United States and people of the other countries. This was the actual mission they have decided. And create a large, long-term academic and cultural network around the world. See, ideally, once you become a part of this, we करतो academic stuff करेल lecture. मी करतो टॉक देतोय अकॅडमिक स्टाफ and create a large academic and cultural network around the world. So these two objectives they have framed, and today we are seeing the status over here. Around 160 countries involved, with equal share with the United States investment with along with the 160 countries. For a 160 different countries, US is the partner, equal partner I am talking about. It means the student from US are entering in these 160 countries, right? And student from 160 countries of their origin are going to the US. Around 8,000 grants annually they are distributing. Around 21,000 fellowships administered by United States India Exchange Foundation till date I am talking about. See the general status, and this is the global status. So this is the case I was talking about, and the vision is to make the education is the gateway. Clearing house of education information on both sides, advocate Indo-US educational collaboration forever, support for a quality in and access to the education. Right. So by keeping this vision and mission, they have framed some objective. Objective is the administration of the Fulbright and other fellows for the India and American students. This is for the students, faculties, and even for the professionals. Those who are wanted to see the from the professional courses, means like a MBA, education, right? Even this is there for the administrative people too. Is the dean of the Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Marathwada University will go and will learn certain things from the team of deans from the United States, by visiting that for a short time, like 1 or 2 weeks, and can get some administrative tricks and will come and will implement over here. So the promotion of the dialogue among the Fulbrighters and their communities as an outgrowth of the educational exchange, right? The objective is framed means, of course, just you understand which type of people they want. If you have the strength as your personality strength to be interact with the different community people, so that will help us. Educational advising services for the Indian students interested in pursuing higher education in the United States and United States students in the India. It serves as a clearing house for the linkages between the institution. See, once I have spent 1 year in Rutgers, USA, so I will make a forever bridge from the Dr. Bamu to the Rutgers University. So this is one of the objective over there. So these are the different fellowships that I am presenting over here. That is Fulbright Nehru Masters Fellowship. Means if the student from Dr. Bamu, those wanted to complete 1 semester over there in United States. So the bunch of people, if their syllabus of that subject or that 2 credit or 4 credit course, if it is matching with the United States course, so students they will move. Same thing will be there for the doctoral. If I am doing a research over here under the supervision of the professor from the Department of Chemistry, what I will do, to complete 1 or 2 steps of your research, you will find a better solution, a better lab or the professor from the United States. You can write. So this is the area where I am working. और ये एरिया में मैं जब काम कर रहा हूं तो these 2 steps are very crucial. Unfortunately, that facilities are not available with our institution, or even it is not possible here in India because of a number of issues. These issues. Fortunately, this is available in the particular lab in United States in a particular university, right? So to upgrade or to go with to achieve our goal or to conclude the concept on which we are working, I want this much months stay in their lab. For this, probably these are the expenses. So then, likewise, you can apply for this fellowship. You can write a 2 to 3 pages proposal as per their guidelines. Submit it. People will evaluate. Really, they think, is it really important? Then that professor will evaluate your expertise. And once they feel his expertise is good for us to improve our lab activities, so they will give you the support letter, how important you are there in their lab. This information they will certify, and they will submit. Combinedly, the need of that lab as your expertise, and as a need of you to be there in their lab to complete your research work. So combinedly, team of people will evaluate, and they will come out with the conclusion that you will be the suitable candidate for this Fulbright fellowship to offer the grant. This is for the Fulbright. You can go for around up to 8 months or a year, can learn to grab a knowledge and come back and submit their thesis. And if if you have made the good career, the good contact or the good status over there, you will get a chance back to be joined as a postdoctoral fellow in a same lab, right? Similarly, there is a Fulbright Nehru postdoctoral research fellowship. This is one. Another is Fulbright Kalam postdoctoral research fellowship. So these 2 fellowships are for the postdoctoral students, those who have completed their postdoc, completed their doctoral studies, PhD award होने के बाद ये कैटेगरी में स्टूडेंट्स अप्लाई कर सकते हैं. उनको खाली उनके फील्ड का कितना नॉलेज है, कितनी डेप्थ है, कितना पब्लिकेशन उनके क्रेडिट पे है, can write well their proposal, can speak very well. So they will observe. There are series of evaluation steps. From that, they evaluate and they award the postdoctoral fellowship. Along with this, I was talking about the academic and professional fellowships too. That is again belongs to the Fulbright Nehru and Fulbright Kalam. See, Fulbright, difference between Fulbright Nehru and Fulbright Kalam is a very minor, fine line is between. For a research, if your research is related to climate, related to the energy, related to environment, it is related to climate, means these 2 parameters will come over there, right? During Honorable Kalam was there, they have initiated this fellowship, right? And this Fulbright Kalam fellowship has started by putting certain applications. The students, those who are having expertise in climate change, they can apply. right? This is postdoctoral research fellowship is for all. Doctoral research fellowship Fulbright Nehru means Fulbright Nehru it is for all, and this is limited to the energy sector, right? That is again Fulbright academic and professional excellence for the expertise, those who are having this line. So they have the Fulbright Kalam, and Fulbright Nehru is already there. In addition to that, for in a certain universities, कुछ well reputed university में ऐसे chair program है. We can apply for a chair. Chair will be based on the particular theme. Ki, for example, if you are a Raman chair, for example, just imagine CV Raman chair. तो CV Raman ने कौन से एरिया में रिसर्च किया है? So that is in a material analysis by the scattering effect, right? It's a spectroscopy they have developed. ये एरिया में काम करने वालों के उनके नाम पे एक चेयर ऐसे वो यूनिवर्सिटी में भी किया है. वो कुछ यूनिवर्सिटी ने प्रोफेसर का क्रेडिट देके, उनका स्ट्रेंथ देके, उनका कंट्रीब्यूशन देके, this program makes some amount add करके they have connected this fellowship to the Fulbright Nehru, and through that the professors can from the different countries can apply. If they get on their chair, they will get some funding. This is a Fulbright Nehru visiting chair programs. And in addition to that, that is the International Education Administrators Seminar. So that is for a short period, like you are joined for this induction program. People can join for their programs as a participant and can go and come back, right? So there are some other program, that is Humphrey Fellowship Program. So that is again for the all fields. Fulbright Foreign Language Teaching Programs, right? The people globally these days are very easy to reach at any corner, but there is a issue with the language, right? So the foreign language teaching assistant programs are going on. It means in we have the bunch of people in one city and all are from the Bengal, that is Bengali. So in that area, in that university, they should have the one course belongs to Bengali. So the people, those who are having the expertise in that can go. Those from the, if you have, there is an area where the population is more belongs to the Marathi people from Maharashtra. So then what they will offer? If somebody is coming and teaching over there, so some other means like a local language, as a local language, they will consider as a Marathi, and the United States people will learn some Marathi over there. Because there should not be the barrier of a language between the communication of two different country people. So Fulbright Distinguished Award in Teaching Program for the International Teacher is also there. Fulbright Teaching Excellence Award is there. And the achievement programs are there. Fulbright Scholar in Residence program is also there. Right? These are the programs or the grants through the Fulbright Nehru and Fulbright Kalam fellowships are distributed. Right? What we need as an applicant, we should fit in this criteria. What is that criteria? High level of academic and professional achievements. They will look for your progressive academic record. It means it is not, it should not be like this. If you have the 80% marks in 10th and 40% becomes in a 12th, then it is in a 70% in UG, and again 55% in a PG. So this type of ups and downs should not be there. They look for the progressive growth. They look, your English should be good, because this is the global language we have accepted. So English in all communication skill should have the good proficiency. It means you should have the good writing skill that will reflect from your proposal. You should have the good communication skill as a speaking. So that will reflect from your interaction with the people during the interviews, series of interviews. And in addition to that, they will look by your listening skill also, English listening. You are properly accepting what the people are talking. Properly, if you are talking with them to without making any confusion during the discussion, or same thing, clarity in your writing also. If employed, they need the application should be through the proper channel. It means I am a professor over here in a department of chemistry. I should submit an application for a leave, or I can submit my proposal through proper channel, means through by taking a signature of the head, signature of the authorities as a vice chancellor, or through the registrar, through the vice chancellor, and through the proper channel. I need to submit my application to the Fulbright in either offline, online mode, whatever the modes are. Nowadays there is a online mode only. Not be applying for and holding permanent residence. This is very serious point they have added. What is the actual objective of this fellowship? We, as a cream from India, a team of people from India should go to the United States, take some message from the United States and come back and implement over here. What message we should take? What are the positive things are there with the United States? They never take a weekend tension of your lab or your office. Monday to Friday they will work. They are very particular for a work. You will not find the people are sitting together and gossip is going on and all these things. They are very particular for their old work and their expertise and their interaction with the people and all these things. Weekend they are giving to the family. This culture is not unfortunately coming over here, right? Or they have the very good setup. Of course, that is a national policies on their resources of finance. So by this way, their laboratories are very builded laboratories. So the preference will be they give the candidates who have not had extensive recent United States experience, right? What people generally thought, if I get a chance to be in the US for a year, I will try somehow and will be continue. But this is not a case, because here India is also contributing, and through that the amount is equal sharing. So they have the equal what we can say, the benefit they are expecting from the student, and that to do this they always look in that point of view, right? So by this way the preference will be given to the candidate we have not been extensive recent United States. If those who are there in United States, they should not be expect the for extension purpose this fellowship will help. No, never. They have criteria past at least 3 or 5 years. The candidate should not be in a United States any laboratories or any lab. Right. Now I was talking about the fields and areas. This is the general. Don't go with the year. This year may change, but date will be same. In May, this fellowship will open up every year. This will be for a next year. It means this call for a 23. It means they are selecting a candidate for 24, and that duration is up to 2 years. So this is for a master students. If master student means they have completed their bachelor and they wanted to do their PG, they will get a chance. So these are the existing field. If you are looking by this field very seriously, you will understand almost all areas has covered: art and cultural management, economics, environmental studies, higher education administration, international affairs, international legal studies, journalism, mass communication, public administration, public health, urban regional planning, women studies, gender studies. These are the fields they have given for the master studies and designed for highly motivated individuals who demonstrate, because as now I was saying, the student or the participants or the fellowship who need that should have the leadership qualities, right? Have completed the equivalence of a United States bachelor degree, means they should have the equal in United States equal degree, have at least 3 years of professional work experience, and are committed to return and contribute to their communities. So next one is the just 1 minute. These are the field of studies. Generally, these are the common studies over there. That is agricultural sciences, anthropology, bioengineering, chemistry, computer science, having internal cyber security, digital economy, quantum computing, artificial intelligence, machine learning, and big data analytics, economics, educational policy and planning, energy studies, earth science, history, languages, literature, linguistics, material science. These are the areas which were there. And in addition to this, these are the supporting areas like mathematical science, neuroscience, performing arts, physics, political science, which includes international security and strategic studies, psychology, public health, right? Like genomic surveillance, sewage surveillance, and sero surveillance. These are the areas I have also covered. This public policies, sociology, urban and regional planning, with emphasis on the smart cities and waste management, visual arts, women's and gender studies. They are the area. So means all areas has covered, all basic and advanced areas of all disciplines has covered in this. So any candidate, even from the year is not mentioned, is like a botany, zoology, like management science, commerce, but these are already included in here. This is area wise, field wise, right? So this is the case actually, which is important to know. This is for the doctoral I was talking about. The duration is up to 6 to 9. If you want to do the work for 1 or 2 chapters, you can go for the Fulbright Nehru Doctoral Research Fellowship, right? There is a design for the scholars registered for a PhD at an Indian institution. If you are going for the 23, they should have the at least year, 1.5 year back registration, right? So this is the case for the doctoral studies is important. Another is the Fulbright Nehru postdoctoral fellowship. See, always higher studies will be important. During the PhD, we or our students will get a certain expertise in a particular area, right? But this will be then student will carry that as a base and will go in a aligned areas. That aligned area where it is matching like a 20-25%, so remaining 80% will be actually the benefit. So likewise, new area will introduce in their career. So likewise, if you are moving for a different places globally, the candidate will fulfill with a bunch of areas, and the personality will get developed like a multitasking. So for this, Fulbright Nehru postdoctoral fellowship is support. So this may be up to 2 years and designed for the faculty members or normal researcher, means those who have completed their PhD. Right? For them, it is this fellowship is good. I was a part of this fellowship. That I wanted to submit here. The dates are different, but the call will get open in July. Until actually the problem with this fellowship is it will take 1 year to be complete a cycle. Right? Fulbright Nehru Academic and Professional Excellence Fellowship. Through this fellowship, candidate can go for to academic purpose. It means they will go for the teaching and research. They do combinedly. They can go and teach at least one course, 2 credit or 4 credit, and parallelly they can work as a research for a research also in their laboratory over there. This is duration is 4 to 9 months. This call also will get open in during the July of every year. I was talking about the Fulbright Kalam Fellowship. This is limited for the climate fellowships, climate related work. These fellowships are offered to build a long-term capacity to address climate change related issues in India and United States. For example, if somebody is having the interest in a solar development of a solar panel, they may have they can apply in this. And this fellowship is for 3 different category or the levels. The student can go for the doctoral studies, student can go for the postdoctoral studies, they can go for some administrative work or some academic and professional excellence, this also. I was talking about the visiting chairs. So these chair programs are there in a different universities. So this is related to the multidisciplinary approaches to the global integration. This is for 1 year or 1 semester also. So that is Imperi University. They have the design for the Indian scholars engaged with the multidisciplinary approach for the purpose of teaching, lecturing, and or conducting research at Emory University's Atlanta campus. Right. So this is a chair program. Fulbright Nehru Visiting Chair Program at University of Massachusetts, where that is designed for the Indian scholars specifically. This is about, I was talking about, this is for the, particularly for the India. So this is related to the public policies. This is 1 semester. Another one is, yes, this is Fulbright Nehru International Education Administrators Seminar. So these are the team of the administrative people. This may have the deans, registrars, control of examination from the India. And this team will go to the educational institutions in United States and they look for the opportunity to discuss with the people over there. And they learn certain things and can come, and because these are the policy designers and policy implementers. So they combinedly will work on these 2 aspects. They will design something and will implement over here. So at the end, what will happen from this exchange and all these things? We'll get some idea, positive. I mean, we have our own system, right? But in that systems, to reduce the duration or to improve the performance, what we will do, we'll internally make some rearrangement or the changes. We can see the paperless things are coming these days. So these things are already implemented over there. Banks are completely paperless. Is my own experience, I will let you know. I went to the Nashik for the renewal of my passport. So from one side they are taking in, and from other side you are empty coming out. Right? There is nothing to submit over there. Just everything is there in your hand. They just verify online, one table to another table, your documents are moving. By internally I am talking about. and then at the end your passport is ready. So this is the thing actually coming up, and this credit goes to the such type of fellowships which globally giving the chance or the scope to make a system better than the existing one. Another fellowship I was talking about, the Albert Hempery Fellowship Program. So this is again these are the areas, and this is designed for the young and mid-career professionals, policymakers, planners, administrators, and managers in the government, public and private sector, and various NGOs with a master's or 4-year professional degree. So this is for the 10 months. So what will get covered in a grant? आपको each month fellowship मिलेगी. We can say that is a monthly stipend. हम टीचर जा रहे तो हमें sabbatical मिलेगी with pay, because this is as one of the award recognition. So उधर की as a fellowship आपके अकाउंट में रहेगी monthly. जो बाहर से यूनाइटेड स्टेट में जा रहे हैं, यूनाइटेड स्टेट में ज्योग्राफिकली आपने देखा तो कोई प्लेसेस है हाईली एक्सपेंसिव, कोई प्लेसेस है मिडल, और कोई प्लेसेस है वेयर expenses are very less. So accordingly they have the variation. So if you are going to the Washington, New York, these places are expensive places. So in that case, if you got a chance to work in these places, they will give the comparatively higher stipend, monthly stipend, or higher fellowship over there. This is one thing. Another case, accident and sickness program. The whole insurance there, like us, is not there. There they have the insurance program, or that through insurance everything will get covered. No need to pay at any place. So for that, Fulbright team of Indo-US Educational Exchange program will take care of that. In case if the students are going for the master or for the doctoral studies or even the postdoctoral studies, for them sometime to attend the classes, or if you want to use their library, so these expenses will go from the Fulbright, other than stipend I am talking about. Allowances for the library, laboratory, tuition, these fees will covered in that. Another case is very important, that is round of economic class air travel from home city to the United States. Not only for once you award, start from the very first interview, they will pay for you. Then induction program, somewhere in a metro city, they will give the accommodation for you. Right? Tuition and fees in case of the masters, they will cover from this. Right? So these are the various steps, grant steps that has covered from the Fulbright program. Now we'll talk about how the applications is getting reviewed. Program will start, if it is start in a February, application deadline will be at the mid of the May to the mid of the September of that same year. Applications further screened by the subject expert. Is it properly filled or not? That will be mid of the June and November. If some documents are lacking, they will ask applicants to be submit. Some revision they are expecting, because they will evaluate the science behind the concept. from the various expertise. So that evaluation will be there, or the screening followed by the evaluation will be there. So if you have the sufficient novelty, strength, whatever may be, then they will shortlist you for the interview. The interview will be conducted in the mid of the August to the mid of the December of every year. And then shortlisted candidates from these selected candidates will further recommend to the partner agency in the United States for placement. So it means this interview is very important. The result will come at the November, December of that year, and further they will recommend the candidature for further placement to the United States team. Right? It means if you have started in a February, in a Deepavali time, you will get a result. Right? And during the next February, they will recommend your name to the United States partner. Then you will get insurance of a grant terms from the May 2025. So this is the part of a documentation over there, and you will get a visa processing in July, and the candidate can depart to the United States in July or onwards to that, because why onwards? This will different for a different fellowships, different titles. Either for a doctoral it is different, it is for the postdoctoral is different, for the master it is different. This is the result of that period, that time. Right? So see how the distribution is there. Around 15 in California, 14 in New York, 16 in here in MSS, right? So these are the places where you have the candidate has equally distributed. So the application procedure, you need to follow the deadlines of each application. So extension will not be there. Automatically, your site will get dropped. So to get more information, we have the n number of resources. You can contact me at any time, because I'm supporting for the students, those wanted to go for this fellowship of every year, and they get information from the different resources but for to improve their proposal, to give some ideas to get how to reach to the professor. I am supporting them. To make the effective research proposal, these are the points which are very important. Very first is they should have the more clarity, detailed description, because the people, those who are evaluating, are not 100% like your supervisor from that field. They have some partially expertise, so they should understand. So in research, transparency is very important. Your concept should be acceptable to the all peoples. Your convincing power should of that high level, where the candidate or the people from the other areas also should understand what is there in that case. They should demonstrate the significance of the proposal in relation to the United States and India both, and justify your need to purpose it in the United States. So that we have seen already. We have talked about this. They should have the proper significance of your proposal, right? The concept should be in a line with the current problem of existing country where you are a researcher. जो हमारे सामने जो सोसाइटल प्रॉब्लम है, उसको पकड़ के प्रपोजल होना, right? And that problem should be the globally recognized problem. So if this is the case, then further, once you formulate your problem, You justify why you want to pursue this in United States only. This will be the actual core of your research proposal, where you need to work very seriously. Second one, explain how your project can be completed within the time frame. Because most of the times what happens, once you reach over there in the United States, you started working, 1 or 2 steps will get complete and remaining 5-6 steps will not be there because there requires more time. So you should equally work on the framing your project in a particular time frame. Third one, show how your research proposal fits within your previous training, research, and future objectives. See, most of the times, if I am asking you to work write a proposal on the current problems of going on in India, but unfortunately, I am not having the expertise in that area. Nobody will accept, because you cannot work effectively in that duration because you don't have the expertise. The expertise should be there. It means you should choose a problem from your area of interest on which already some credentials are there on your account. It means you have already some bunch of publications, bunch of fundings related to that concept. Then and then only you will get a chance to work on that. Mention United States universities at which you would prepare to be affiliated or have corresponded with starting specific regions for the preference and all these things. If you have somebody who is already well established labs where you have in connection with them as an what you can say collaborator, just mention over there, or mention where you have the interest to go. Similarly, there are some research, as like a research program, there are some lecturing programs also. So we have the steps for the lecturers to be considered. Familiarize yourself with the courses which are going on in that particular universities, their campuses in United States, their content, what type of structure is there, what is pedagogy and grading system over there. Accordingly, you mention the steps in your proposal. Lecturing proposals could be for full course. Nobody will teach if you teach half a course over there. Who will take care of the remaining half course? So you should give the proposal for the full courses. Team teaching or a series of seminars from different courses to that. Focus on your teaching experience. Indicate range of courses taught, including teaching methods. Mention your role with syllabus for framing or the like a grade finalizing, right? Or the credit finalizing, or to make the structure of this. Even for the PG or for the postdoctoral student or for the doctoral student, is if you have any guidance experience, that is also you need to mention. Attach a sample course outline with a reading list. This is also important. Expected outcome should mention. Indicate how the Fulbright lecturing experience will impact you, your home institution, your discipline, as like these things. As in a research proposal, I have talked about this, how your expertise is important to our own country. Means you went in a United States, learn certain things, and how that is important over here, how that your experience will impact on you to build up your own career, how it is important to your home institution like a university or the discipline, right? So this is equally important. This is also one of the important part of your proposal. One is the reference reports, because this everything is going on a faith on you, faith on your institution, faith on your country, right? But somebody should put a word, yes, this candidate is having a sufficient experience to work in this area because he worked with me. I know he speak well. I know he speak. He wrote very good. I know his concepts are very clear. So this somebody should put as a support letter. But again, there should have the credential. Means जो भी कोई लिख रहा है आपके बारे में, जो भी कोई आपको रेफरेंस दे रहा है, that person should have the high position, like a vice chancellor, like a director, like a dean of the institution, like a head of the institution, like a supervisor who knows you very well. So such type of high position peoples, their references will have a certain value, right? Otherwise what we used to do, मेरे बारे में कुछ अच्छा लिखने वाला मेरा फ्रेंड है, उसका रेफरेंस करके नाम डालूंगा. They will see, is it जो लिखा है वो उनको कुछ मैच होता है क्या? If somebody, I am having some politician in my home, or one of my friend is a politician, either Amdar or the Khasdar, is it their reference will work for your academic purpose or your teaching purpose or the research? No, that is not from your area. The person is having a different profile than your reference. So choose the people from your subject area. If you are going for a teaching, you mention the name of the reference who is having already good teaching name, the big people. If you are going for a research in energy, if somebody you know very well or somebody knows you very well, take a reference of that people. So that people should have at a higher position. If the person which is director of the one of the institute, government institute, belongs to the energy, so that will be good for you, because that institute is having the global recognition, right? So by this way, you should finalize your reference report. See, the reference is having certain points, certain marks. The people who are familiar with your work and can provide a realistic assessment of your abilities as well as the merit of your proposal, take a name of that person. Comment upon your ability to be successfully complete the project, seriousness of a purpose, adaptability to new situations, leadership qualities and resourcefulness and the initiatives which you have. So this is equally important. Provide a copy of your proposal, project statement to the person and give them to take the support from this. Just 1 minute. Provide a copy of a project statement and resend CV to each referee. These are the selection criteria. That is academic credentials and professional ability, merit of the proposed Fulbright project. So for each point there is a marks, and these marks combinedly will give the merit. Academic credential, professional ability. Second point is the merit of your proposed Fulbright project. This is evaluated by some different independent experts. Need to conduct the research in the US. How you are justifying your candidature is suit for this project. to work in United States. Fourth one, that is expected outcome from this, potential impact of these findings on a research society and their benefits to the both institutes, दोनों भी, यूनाइटेड स्टेट को भी एंड हमारे भी यूनिवर्सिटी को क्या बेनिफिट्स होते हैं, राइट? मोटिवेशन, सीरियसनेस ऑफ अ पर्पस, मैच्योरिटी इन द एरिया, leadership criteria, cultural adaptability, these are the things are reflect from your how you are interacting during the interview. From this they will take it. Ability to contribute at a cultural ambassador beyond the specified field of study. Along with this, if I am a science student, I should not be very limited to the chemistry. ये छोड़ के क्या कैपेसिटीज है आपके आप में कि जे यू विल बी अ कल्चरल एम्बेसडर. कम्युनिकेशन स्किल, दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. आप गए उधर और आपको उनको साथ इंटरेक्ट नहीं होना था, सो इज ऑफ नो यूज. कमिटमेंट टू द कम्युनिटी एंड नेशनल सर्विसेज. Commitment, they should have the commitment to the community. At the end, what we are going to do, we are going to improve the gap between, or improve the gap between these two should minimize. Improve the cultural exchange capacity. So this is actual the target which we have. So the commitment to work in that line is equally important. So from this, these points, these are the evaluation point I can say, and the based on the merit, your merit in these independent points, at the end will give us the idea about the selected you for this fellowship, right? So this is 2013 this one status. Around 2061 applicants were there for different area. Around 138 nominated. From this, 6.7 was the success rate, right? And 46% women were nominated. The women count is more, right? These are the number of applicants. See the success rate, and it's difficult more. The very less is all the doctoral fellowship, because applicants are more, candidates nominated are of the same number, but because of this number is high, the success rate has come down. Success rate is more if you have the academic and professional educational exchange, right? So this way we have the different schemes. This is for the 23-24 cycle. This rate will be near about same, but the count will be different. If you are talking about who has a Fulbright snapshot from 1926 onwards, this is the one organization we can say, or the Fulbright recipients, those who are having highest number of Nobel Prizes. This organization, this Fulbright fellow alumni team globally is having the highest. It's like this is 53 10 years back data I am talking about. Recognizes 53 alumni of the Fulbright from the different 14 countries. We have been awarded the Fulbright Prize for their contributions to the humanity. So it means the training which we are getting from this, or the screening which is getting from the Fulbright, will reflected from the Nobel Prize, because Nobel Prize will get a person who has contributed huge to the societal improvement. 10 have been elected as a US Congress, 18 have served as the head of a state governments, 1 has served as Secretary General of the United Nations. First year is equally high quality prize as like a Nobel Prize. It's 78, I have received it. More Nobel Prizes are from the formal Fulbright recipients than any other awards There is no other awards from the Fulbright other than the Fulbright. So these are some snapshots. That is role of the United States Fulbrighters. They come, interact with the common people, collect the data, or take the questionnaires, the answers, survey, these things they can do. See, this person has come, work with this Indian scientist, and they have worked on the solar panels to develop a solar system. See, the same thing I am talking about. See, this lady for to work on the hand printing at a Jaipur. This is United States Fulbright fellow. See how this person is interacting with the common societal kids, and this is for the environmental remediation, community service based work. See how these people, they are, means like he's serving food to the common people like home. This lady has presented in a conference, in a program. This fellow has presenting his work in conferences. Same thing. See, this is for the visiting lecture. See, the idea behind this is, if this lady is teaching to the student, if the students in that their level, if they understand this is the foreigner lady we have. So one or two can think, can plan, can initiate, can take a jump. Why not to go abroad? See these happy faces of a student, how they are curious to listen her. So this can be like idea behind this is to give the exposure to the kids. So by that way, yes, they can get a chance. So this fellow is interacting with the students. This foreigner is enjoying the one marriage ceremony here in India. Is playing with the common people as a Holi in Ahmedabad. Same thing, right? So, but understand, I am not given this is a deadline, final deadline. Everything is available on this website. That is www.usief.org.in. This is United States India Educational Foundation. These both words we can put over there. Or just remember USIEF, you will have the everything is there under one point. Right? If you need any information related to this, I am always available on this phone. I am always available on this given email. And I am available in Department of Chemistry for next 20 years in Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Marathwada University. Right. Anytime you can call me, anytime you can write me, you can meet me at any time in Department of Chemistry. Anything related to this, you can ask me. Hello? If anybody is having any questions related to this fellowship, Fulbright, Nehru, and any other United States based approach fellowships, you can ask. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, session is open for discussion. आहेत काही क्वेश्चन?
सर मेरा एक प्रश्न है।
one by one, please.
श्लोक आलेला आहे. किती मार्क पडले? थर्ड आला ना, फक्त पुढे गेला ना, कारण तो त्याचं सगळं लक्ष अभ्यास आणि शाळेवर आहे. अभ्यास करतातच ते, तुला कोणी आम्ही नको म्हणतो का अभ्यास करायला?
आपण एक 10 मिनिटाचा ब्रेक देऊ. हॅलो.
म्हणजे तुला
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
हॅलो.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
आपण एक 10 मिनिटांना आपण रिअसेंबल होऊ.
ओ-
चालेल.
ओ-
Okay, sir.
हा,
Okay, sir.
ओके सर. हो
Okay, चालेल
तोपर्यंत
सर.
नंतर मॅडमचे गप्पा चालू आहेत, त्यांचं होईल बी आपण.
हो हो
चालेल चालेल. तेवढं होऊ दे
Okay, sir.
त्यांचं.
हो हो हो.
मकर संक्रांत परवा आहे. कसं काय तुझं? चालतंय. अगं आदुशी आहे, आदूकडे आहे मी. नंतर दे.
Hello? Hello? Hope I am audible.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir.
Okay. Audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. So we have completed with the one session that belongs to the international opportunity. Equally important topic I have chosen as we are on a same platform where these days teaching and research combined together will build up your profile. So if it is a research, they should have the proper communication to the society. If something is there, very important. If it is not, knowing to the others is of no use. So in that line, how to communicate your findings to peer-reviewed journals is one of the criteria, which is how it is important and how to come out from this as a quality publication, that we will talk about it, right? So outline of my talk is, especially in next 1.5 hours, what we are going to see, the why should we publish our research? Then question comes, where to publish? If it is why and where is, if somehow we overcome, then question comes, how to publish? And what is the structure of this publication framing, and what certain useful tips I will give you at the end, and we will conclude the talk. Right. As a publication, if you are talking about, this is nothing but a method for the people to communicate with others about their research results and their research. This is like, this cartoon will give the information, everything, right? It means it is a hidden communication, as like we are discussing with each other from here in India, that is Dr. Bamu, to the any university, any place globally, right? It is incomplete unless the results are disseminated to the wide community. If you are not published, there is no record at all. Nothing will be there to share. So the publishing is important not only for you yourself. It is important, equally important to the organization. It is equally important to the scientific colleagues and their funding. Yourself, yes, of course, your profile will get built up. 100 publication in your biodata, you see, automatically will give the strength. Your organization, your 100 publications profile is there in your department, is in your university profile. So it is important for your organizations too. Your scientific colleagues, those who are collaborating with you, for their profile is also equally important. And yes, of course, your funders, the Government of India, Department of Science and Technology, Council of Scientific Research, Industrial and Scientific Research, CSIR. It improves, of course, if these things are coming in your account, automatically it improves your career, since your work will be seen by a good quality and it is reliable. This is very important, right? Automatically you will recognize by your work. You are recognized by your profile. You are recognized by your area, right? And of course, this publication, once you have the quality publications, that will increase your chances of attracting funding. To get आपको फंडिंग मिलने के चांसेस कब है? आपके पास अच्छे क्वालिटी पब्लिकेशन है. Somebody when you will come to collaborate with you, आपके पास अच्छे इंस्ट्रूमेंटेशन है. अच्छे इंस्ट्रूमेंटेशन कब आएंगे? आपको फंडिंग मिलेगी. फंडिंग कब मिलेगी? आपको अच्छे पब्लिकेशन है. और आपको अच्छी फंडिंग मिलने के बाद, आपको अच्छे कोलैबोरेटर मिलने के बाद और आपके पब्लिकेशन बढ़ जाएंगे. These are interconnected. See this, the publication you have the grant you have the publication, right? So by this way, so at the end this will provide a guideline how to write papers for the publication. So this is general structure, like abstract. This start from the title, author, abstract, introduction, materials and methods, that is experimental part, result, table and figures, discussion, there is justification, mechanistic pathway, and finally we'll give some due credit to the funding agency, supporting staff, collaborators, other laboratories, whatever may be. And then finally we'll put a literature, support literature for any of your claim from the particular area, right? Then we'll move to the why are you writing, right? In earlier case, we had talked about the actual importance of the publication. Next one is the why are you writing the article. It is important, be realistic about trying to get your work published. You should follow the criteria of any journal where we are going to submit. Your article must be suitable for the journal, for the publication. That much efforts you need to put. And you should be prepared to make the revisions. In short, the writing can be just as challenging as like a research. You have started working on writing an article. This is equally important, equally challenging as like doing a research on a table. You will understand if you have started writing a first article. You must work out why you are writing an article. You have made a minor but very interesting observation. You have made a useful advance. So this should reflect. You are putting a published information into a new context. It is a way of writing what you can say, the review article. You are synthesizing information in a novel way that will be of interest to others. Your reasons must guide how you write and your choice of journal. So this is the criteria for, this is why we are giving a choice for the writing. Your reason must guide how you write and your choice of a journal. See, understand. During the framing article, you should understand first very seriously current, और just ये भी हो सकता है कि आप खुद को रीडर करके पकड़ो. हम किसी का आर्टिकल पढ़ रहे, व्हाट इज योर फर्स्ट टारगेट? हम क्या करेंगे? टाइटल पढ़ेंगे और डिसाइड करेंगे कि इट इज इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर अस और नॉट. इज इट राइट? टाइटल से लगा कि यार इज वर्थ टू रीड. Then what we'll do? We'll go to the abstract first. Abstract and title will give whole information about the article. If it is of a use, we'll go ahead. Otherwise, we'll shift to the next one. It means what? ये हम वो आर्टिकल पढ़ने वाले समझ के हम डिसाइड किया, राइट? सो सेम वे हम लिखते समय भी सोचना चाहिए. Then they should have the very concise, perfect. You put a possible high efforts on writing a title or the framing its abstract. Accordingly, we'll get the idea about how to choose, how to start working on this. Understand? 99% readers will read only the title and abstract of your paper. And most people will only read the title. Means I can say about the amongst the 99% readers, again 99% readers will read only the titles. These are therefore the most important parts to get the right. It means this title and abstracts are the only important features of any articles. Then questions come, why should publish? If you are started working on an article, it is almost our duty to make the results accessible to the scientific community, because it gives the scientific community a chance to find out about your work. That way, peoples are more likely to be able to build on it rather than reinvent the field and duplicate the research. It is a way of paying back those who fund you. Of course, at least we can say the thanks to the agency. An agency means government is indirectly paying you. It means it's our duty to make your findings accessible to the all people. It improves your writing and analytical skill. Of course, if first article, if you are start writing, it will take around 6 months to complete it. But that experience will give you idea about how to write an article, and so the second article will be within a month. So this way, automatically your skill will get improved. You will attract useful comments and input that you may not have thought of. This will help your ideas progress and improve your future work. It gets you and your work known in the wider scientific and conservation community. And of course, it's good for your career as a publications, and it's good for your organization. Having a good track record of publications makes you attract funds and the collaborators who are having more funding backing them up. Right? This is very important. Publication may also lead you to be invited for a peer review of work of others from the either project agency or from the peer review articles to the different boards of evaluation and all these things. Right? So this is basically improves your career and build up your profile. Yes, this is equally important. Where to publish your work? We have the different structures, that is book chapters, newsletters, magazines, even you can write on a web page, right? Because at the end, there should have the classification of publications. The structure of book chapter is not same like a publication. Structure of newsletter is always different than these two. Magazine articles will be different than the articles in a publication, right? So this is there, and so the rejection rate is very high. We should be always, without any disappointment, you should always to be ready for the publication in a high impact journals. Occasionally, you can pursue the media to include your work as a newspaper, supplements and articles, but we have to be very careful because these media people are not from our area, sometimes misinterpret the concept which you wanted to propose. Right? Now the question comes, how to publish the work? Publishing work is a challenge faced by every author, but it becomes easier with each new publication. Most journals will provide instructions for contributors on how to publish in there. in that particular journal. Every journals are having their author guidelines. Follow that guidelines, feed your profile or your data in that guidelines, and you start working on that. This must be followed to the last details. So submit this to the publisher, reformat, the guidelines are there. Through this, it will go through the different steps, and finally you will get the article is accepted. This includes the layout and format of both the body and references of your article. The instructions for the contributors and authors can often to be found on the journal's website. Okay. There are no magical ingredients that do this, and it does not necessarily come naturally. This is not a natural skill. It will come from the experience. Scientific writing skill be a learning them. Right? It means nobody have the this will go through the long journey of learning. Some of the guidelines apply to all writing, but some are very specific. Right? So everywhere we have the structure for the articles. That structure we need to follow. But in addition to that, non-scientific outline is very important. Non-scientific points, where one of the point is very important is to frame the outline first. That outline should be a logical general description, schematic summary, or maybe the organization pattern, or a visual and conceptual design of your writing skill. You outline the reflects logical thinking and clear classification. It values, adds to process of writing. It helps you to organize your idea in a systematic manner. It provides a snapshot of each section independent to make the proper flow. It represents your material in a logical form. It shows the relationships amongst the ideas in your writing skill. It constructs an ordered overview of your pattern. It defines clear boundaries and groups for your article. Right? So by this way, outline is very important. Without outline, you keep on write again and again, and at the end, you will be on the same page. So that should not be there. Title should be very specific and very clear. Right? This is one of the example I am showing here. So these are the examples I am representing. The title should where everything should reflect into this. I will talk about one of the title over here. The heteroatom like a nitrogen, oxygen, sulfur. Those who are from the material science or the chemistry, physics, they will understand. Heteroatom is not the atom other than the carbon. Right? Based biomolecule functionalized graphene oxide. Graphene oxide, biomolecule, their functionalization, and those who are having nitrogen, oxygen, sulfur. The meaning is clear? Next part. This is a bifunctional electrocatalyst. Bifunctional means like both two different functionalities. One is belongs to the hydrogen oxidation and another is the reduction. Means reduction and oxidation can do on the electrocatalyst, which is having both capacity. And what is that catalyst? This is the catalyst. So everything has covered. By reading a title, people can understand what may be there in a book, what may be there in that particular article. So this information comes. Same thing about these other titles also. Everything will cover in a title if it is more clear. Author list. This is actually the ethical point. Most of the times what happens, people give the authorship to the person which is not knowing about that work. To maintain the relations, to promote the juniors, to what we can say, to take the financial support for the work. Sometime what we will do, we will give the authorship to the person which is not belongs to that work. So that is not good. Right? So even though we have the author list, the position of the author is depends on the contribution of the person for that work. Right? That comes from their efforts, students' efforts. There are what people use when searching for article in literature indices and all these things. Some will be quite specific to your topic, such as the machines or the materials you work on or a particular approach you took. They should be not be a broad as a materials or devices. Somewhere you have done some measurement that is machine specific. So for that, you no need to give the authorship for the person, right? So the keywords, machines keywords will not be work. Keywords of your work should be there, right? So authorship, you will know where to put the name, where to put a star, and nowadays it's very specific. Every journals are asking for the contribution of the people. So we need to justify why first author, why second author, why third author, why fifth author, why corresponding author. Everybody's role in that article we need to mention. See here, we have 3 authors. From where these 3 authors are there here, and author's contribution. This VSS belongs to the Vijay S. Sapne. What he has done. PPC Parag P. Chavan, what he has done. BRS, what BRS is doing. So these things comes from their contribution. This is about the abstract. Next point where that should be less technical, 100 to 250 words, right? Which summarizes the purpose, methods, research, results, and conclusions. Everything will be in a 1 paragraph. There should not be the abbreviations or the citations in the abstract. It should be able to stand alone without any footnote, right? This is about the abstract. This is the example I am talking about. This structure belongs to the article which is having this abstract. Now, this is the whole structure of the article. That is, very first is the next to the abstract, there is the introduction, experimental part, before that materials and methods, results, figures and captions, discussion, results and tables and graphs, and the references, right? So the material belongs to these points. We need to fit into these points. One is the communication. Type of publication is communication. Sometimes if the data is more, we need to go for the full paper. Sometimes concept is well popular, and in which direction the research in this area is going on, can put in a feature article, right? Cover gallery, frontispiece gallery, reviews and mini reviews, review articles and mini review article. Mini review article means like a limited portion. Essays, viewpoints, editorial, introducing the author profile. Sometimes the person which is having the high profile in that area, who can write on their research. Somebody is an author and that person can write on somebody's author profile. Sometimes book reviews also important, right? But the major part of any writing assignment consists of a rewriting. This person which is having the big name in the craft of the Michael Alley is the craft of scientific writing. He has written, he has given the word, it says everything. In my writing, I average about 10 pages a day. Unfortunately, they are all the same pages. It means very first draft, if you are talking about, yes, there is a possibility to be the mismatch. There is a possibility of a sequence. But the major is the possibility is more to be a duplication of the concept. We can write the same thing in a different way, right? So then because of that, rewriting is the writing assignment. This become a writing assignment. There are some softwares which can check the grammar, spelling, and punctuations. We can use that sometime, or it will come by practice. If you're talking about the useful tips, there is a editor's advice on how to get a work published, right? It means first आप ये सुनना चाहिए, ये समझना चाहिए कि हमें कौन से जर्नल को सबमिट करना है. इसका मतलब proper choice of a journal. Why? All works will not consider in the same journals. Every journals are having their own objectives, area they have mentioned on their site. Accordingly, we need to choose it. It means very first you understand the journal. Journal को समझो पहले. वो जर्नल में कौन से आर्टिकल जाते हैं, वो जर्नल का जनरल स्टेटस क्या है, उसका इम्पैक्ट फैक्टर कौन सा है, कौन से आर्टिकल्स उसमें एक्सेप्ट होते हैं. ये पहला क्राइटेरिया होगा. दूसरा, यूज अ गुड इंग्लिश. रिव्यूअर्स ऑफन रिजेक्ट पेपर्स. वो जनरली एडिटर क्या देखते हैं कि इसकी इंग्लिश अच्छी है क्या, कहाँ ये यूज करना, कहाँ एंड यूज करना, कहाँ द यूज करना, कहाँ इन करना, इनटू कब करना, कैन कब, वाज कब, हैज कब, हैव कब. ये समझ में आने के बाद रिव्यूअर देखता है कि यस दिस पेपर विल नॉट फिट फॉर दिस जर्नल. सी रिव्यूअर की बहुत बड़ी जिम्मेदारी रहती है, उसको वो जर्नल का टेम्पो मेंटेन रखना पड़ता है. लो क्वालिटी वर्क इसने रिकमेंड करना will not be good for that journal. So the reviewer का भी चॉइस रहती है वो जर्नल एडिटर की. यस, ये रिव्यूअर कैन डू, ये वाला नहीं करेगा. इट इज लाइक दैट. थर्ड पॉइंट इज बी रियलिस्टिक. डोंट ओवर इंटरप्रिट योर कंसेप्ट. अनफॉर्चुनेटली क्या होता है, उससे आप मुंह पे गिरते, कुछ तो एक्स्ट्रा लिखने की वजह से वो काम की जो भी कुछ 5-10% स्ट्रेंथ है, वो स्ट्रेंथ भी चाहती है. रिजेक्शन मींस लाइक अ 0 मार्क, राइट? इफ यू वांट टू reduce the rejection rate of your concept, your article, be realistic, and this is very good. ऐसे भी बहुत जगह हुआ है कि कुछ तो ओवर इंटरप्रिट किया है, पेपर वो पब्लिश हुआ है, पढ़ने वाले ने किसी ने तो उसके ऊपर ऑब्जेक्शन लिया है, वो ऑब्जेक्शन उसने ईमेल थ्रू वो एडिटर को पहुंचाया है, वो ऑब्जेक्शन के बाद रिव्यूअर ने उसको क्रिटिकल इवैल्यूएशन किया है, वो इवैल्यूएशन का रिजल्ट निगेटिव आया, तो फिर वो ऑथर को बोला है उसने कि भाई आपका आर्टिकल गलत है, आप विड्रॉ कर लो. देयर इज नो वे that decision of the editor should accept. There is no option. Right? Tell a coherent story. And don't make the sweeping conclusion if you don't have the results to support them. That is, don't be over speculative. This is about the how you are concluding this concept. Don't try too hard to sound important. Don't use a pompous voice. Always be a normal. Writing should be very normal, understandable, simple words, simple skill, simple writing skill will reflect the or will give the good result. Make sure the title matches the content. That is, don't use the title like impact of climate change on the bird ecology when there isn't a single climate parameter in your paper. Right? So paper's title should be based on the what is there in your article. Right? Understand? Different journals covers different subject areas and regions. We suggest you to try and broaden your horizon. If so far you have just published in national journals, I request you to go for the international journals. The reason why national regionals, if you are submitting the efforts you are putting for framing the article, same efforts we need, but only our goal should be the high. If your goal is high, yes, of course, you will get a good journals or good article strength. Read a lots of articles and learn possible from that articles to build up the concept. Right? These are the general tips I can give you. These are some accuracy points. Write succinctly. So next criteria, we'll go for the evaluation. Now we have seen it is in a reviewer point. Now it is in a general reader point of view. How should be the article and where should publish, why should publish, how to publish, and all these things. Now, as a critic reviewer, how you look and what is the path for that. So the evaluation of a journal is equally important. I will spend some time on that. After framing the article in a particular area, you will go for the submission. The submitted article will go to the editor, journal editor, and journal editor will see that article very carefully. And if somehow editor conveys the point, yes, this work is worth for the evaluation. So then editor search people from their area. He finds some reviewer as a researcher and they will drop that article to the reviewer for evaluation. Researcher, what they will do, reviewer, what they will do, they will evaluate their article and they will submit their confidential report to the editor by mentioning this part should include in this article if you want to get a publication in this article, in this journal. Not everything in a peer-reviewed journal is peer-reviewed. Right? So it means author they have started, they submitted their paper, is submitted to the editor. Editor will see if it meets the requirement. It says yes, they will assign the reviewer. It will go to the reviewer. Reviewer will review and give the recommendation. The recommendation come back to the editor. Editor will give the decision on that. If these recommendations are positive, they will give the decision as an accept and paper will get accept. If the decision is, it has not matched the requirement, they will give the rejection. Rejection will give the revision. paper will review, will submit. The second decision will come from the reviewer, that will also give the revision. The reviewed paper will again resubmit, again will be in a path till the paper get accepted. It may be 2, 3, 4 cycles will come. Right? So article is published after it meets the researcher and editor standard. Researcher means it's reviewer and editor standard. Otherwise, it will be rejected if it is not matched to the criteria. Therefore, article accepted for the publication should represent the best research in the subject area. Right? Only those work is acceptable for this editor screening, reviewer screening is of use for the publication. Sometimes these 5 W's will work. Who has written, that credibility will come to the article. If the Nobel Right people are writing, so the nature people will take without thinking much. What is the purpose of this resource? This is also important. When was the resource published? Is it recent or it's old? That is equally important. Where is the information from? Base reference कौन सा information से आया हुआ है, वो important है. Why is the resource reliable? वो जो literature ले रहे हैं वो कितना important है और क्यों important है. CRAP test. This is the test for the your article which is before published. When was the information published? हम जो citation देते हैं वो कब का है? Is it up to date or not? That sense the currency. Relevance is the information what you are really looking for. Why is the material written for? It is written by the academician, it is written by the professionals, it is written by the students or the general public. That relevance is there. So the currency, relevance, authority, who published, who wrote it, or who edited the information. Is the author an expert on this topic? This is talking about the authority. So these 5 points are very important to get the article. Accuracy, is the information reliable and accurate? Do other resources verify this information, or like plagiarism? Plagiarism is the tool which decides the reliability of your work. Purpose. What is the purpose of this information? What is the outcome? What we are getting from this article? It is biased to one point of the view or not. So this information will come from the CRAP test. CRAP test is very important for this. So during the evaluating the manuscript as a peer review, we need to find out this point 10 points report. This should reflect in your, establish a general overview of your paper. Write few lines about the overview of your manuscript. Consider the keywords for the discoverability. Differentiate between the introduction and the abstract. Just reviewer point of view, if you are looking your article, you will get these points. Assure that the materials and methods are very clear. Means we need to overview comment on the article. Is it keywords are suitable for this or something wrong is going on? Differentiate introduction and abstract. Clarity is there or not? Introduction should be the current overview of the status of that work. Assure that the materials and methods are very clear. There is no lacking gaps in that. Examine the results and figures with a sharp eye. Right? Have a solid understanding of the statistical data profile in the article. Look for the clarity from the discussion and conclusion point of view. Keep an eye out for the references. Know the difference in reviewing a review. write a constructive review report based on these points. And that's you submit to the journal. Right? These days, again, a particular set of journals are coming together and deciding which work should publish in which journal. So in that case, if I am author of a journal and I have submitted one article to the journal, if that journal is having the high impact or more specific, वो मोर स्पेसिफिक होने की वजह से और हाई इम्पैक्ट होने की वजह से वो उनको मेरा काम वो जर्नल में सुटेबल नहीं लगा, then what they will do, they will say yes, your work is very good but unfortunately is not suitable for this journal. If you agrees, we can transfer this to their sister journals, because sister journals belongs to this area and they will consider this your article for the evaluation. That is not a final decision, but they will consider for this. If your manuscript of their high standard or of their standard, they will consider your article. Likewise, this is marketing strategy. जैसे दुकान में एक कुछ तो लाने के लिए गए और दो दुकान में नहीं है, वो उनको पूछे कहाँ मिलेगा, वो उनके पहचान वाले का नंबर नाम बोलते हैं. It is like that. This belongs to the transfer criteria. Acceptance is not guarantee. उधर मिलेगा ये गारंटी नहीं, लेकिन उधर अच्छा देते हैं लोग, ऐसे बोल देने का. So likewise, this is manuscript transfer criteria. This is coming up these days. Right? It's like I have submitted to E. Editor of A will ask you to submit either B, C, D, E. Likewise. अभी ऐसे कुछ टूल्स भी निकले हैं कि हमने हमारा एब्स्ट्रैक्ट उठाया जर्नल से और उसको बोला कि एक गूगल में टाइप किया कि एल्सवेयर का जर्नल सिलेक्शन ऐसे लिखा, तो वो पूछते हैं कि आप इसमें एब्स्ट्रैक्ट डाल दो. हमने एब्स्ट्रैक्ट डालने के बाद एक एल्सवेयर में से एक 10-15 आर्टिकल्स जर्नल्स की लिस्ट आती है. ये सुटेबल, हाईली सुटेबल ऊपर आता है, हाई रिलेवेंस आगे पहले जैसे हाई रिलेवेंस, देन नेक्स्ट, देन नेक्स्ट, 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 ऐसे एक चेन आती है जर्नल की. इट मींस वी हैव द स्कोप्स टू फाइंड आउट द प्रॉपर जर्नल. Either if you don't have the choice, you take this chance, that is transfer criteria chance. Otherwise, you search by your own. These days, one more point is coming up, that is open review system. It means article will come to you for the evaluation. You will evaluate. This article is come to you through one of the representative editor of the journal. For example, editor is this fellow, Professor Lee. Lee is a professor in Georgia Institute of Technology. He has published, he has worked on the article and he find out the expertise of the people. One is Bhaskar Sathe from Dr. Bamu University, myself, and another professor from the Texas University. Paper is evaluated by both of us, suggested some correction. After 2-3 rounds, the paper has accepted. And the accepted paper, they will ask us as a reviewer, either your name should keep as a confidential or we can make it public. If you agree, no need to hide. You can publish it. Your names will come in that article. The paper is reviewed by you. Your name is here. Paper is reviewed also by Jin. The name is here. Likewise. So this is open review process, we can say. So by this way, this is my profile as built up by the different articles in different journals and different funding agencies and all. Right? So this is about the scientific writing and publishing results. We desire to accompany a practical training workshop that builds expertise in writing for the publication and provides advice on how to publish in national and international journals, right? This thank you for patiently listening. I am expecting questions from you. Any doubt related to this or our earlier talk, you can ask. Yes? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm expecting questions from you. Yes?
सर मेरा एक प्रश्न है,
पूछो ना।
आर्टिकल और रिसर्च पेपर में क्या अंतर होता है, डिफरेंस?
कौन सा आर्टिकल?
कोई भी हो।
Research paper is a part of article. Article can be review article, can be research publication, or research paper, can be mini review, can be feature article, or maybe a book editor, book chapter, monogram, magazine article, something like that. Okay?
Okay, sir. Okay.
Yeah.
Sir, actually, I also have one question. There is no hierarchy. I know that we should write paper first, then article next. Nothing as that. But if we have to put everything in line, like this is research paper, then more than that, it has to be article. Then, like you said, book review, monogram, and everything, right?
See,
So,
actually, research article, तो quality wise दो देखा और priority wise दो देखा, तो research article is the highest priority.
okay.
Why
Okay.
it is, I will let you know.
Okay.
For that, so I am a researcher or some student is working under your expertise. Just imagine, student is registered under you. You have assigned him a work and he started working.
True.
Every day is coming, working hard. 2 year, 3 year he spent, but he is not reached on the final conclusion.
Okay.
Right? And so you have asked him to change the track after that. Somehow he able to find out the proper route and he reached to the destination. It means he has extracted a piece of work, piece of new finding at the end of a 3 year by putting their possible efforts in a laboratory, right? Series of experiment he has done, series of analysis he has done, series of theoretical studies he has done, and he has come out with a piece of work. And that paper he has started writing. He has wrote very well, and he has submitted to the journal. Submitted to the journal. Journal has accepted this work by considering its novelty.
Right.
This is the thing which the research community is looking for. Other things, if you are talking about the review article, this can do by anybody. For this, no need to go on a table. Am I right?
Right.
Download the 100, 200, 500 articles from the journal website.
Right.
And try to compile it.
Okay.
To make one story like an essay. Nowadays, the n number of tool has appearing on a website like ChatGPT, this, right?
Then that, yes. Okay.
Yes, just you put a keywords, you will get a 10 page.
True, sir, true.
Yeah, so these things are there. Even though if you ask them to incorporate the citations at a particular place, they will add the citation. This sentence is available in this article, like that information already is there.
Right.
So but researcher, the evaluator or if I am having a 2 research article and the another candidate is having the 10 review article, the examiner will give the committee members will give the priority to the person who is having 2 articles, research article, because that is the actual novelty they have taken out.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Yeah.
But nowadays there is a trend, like in mostly you have all the conferences, national conferences, international conferences in Jan, in winter season. And what I have seen, like I have a research paper, I know one can be published in peer journal and the other one I'm looking for a better publication. But over here, what is happening? They are asking to submit the abstract as well as the paper, and later on they will tell me like is it going to be ISBN chapter or ISSN what you call research
Excuse
paper.
me, कौन है? Hello? Yes, ma'am, please.
Yes. So, sir, what is happening over here? See, I don't want to get one more chapter in ISBN book because already last semester I have published 1 or 2 paper as chapters, and I'm really looking forward for ISSN number where my paper can get published. But I'm not getting proper because last 4 papers, to be honest, I've just wasted publishing in my friends' college journals. So that is something I'm regretting like anything, because now those papers are not getting counted as peer reviewed or anything else, because they promised me that it will come with ISSN number, but it's not coming. So what, as a researcher, as a academician, how can we get it published? And sometimes they just charge inexorbitant. The prices are so high. One thing is this, sir, and like which is better, ISBN chapters or ISSN number, this research paper? And the other thing is, if you can just tell me in little about Q1, Q2, and Q3 and Q4 thing in research.
See, I will go one by one.
Yes.
Yeah, first case is you have published in your friend's journal, okay?
Yeah, in college, they just told me, "Nee, we'll bring."
Whatever may be. So, what I will suggest you at this point, say in general, I have mentioned already, paper published in international journal, paper published in national journal, paper published in regional, where you have put it in your friend's journal, okay? So your efforts are same in these 3 cases.
True.
Right. So at
Right,
the end, you have with the same efforts, unfortunately, you have put it in a regional, and this is of no use, and that is not considered anywhere. Okay. So officially, what you do, you withdraw from there, you put some additional data into that, and you put for the international journal, where either Q1, Q2, Q3, whatever may from your area. That's my suggestion.
Modify it, we can do it, right? You are telling me?
Yes.
Okay, sir. And if it's 2 years old, then also is it okay?
Yeah, if it is not appearing anywhere in that case, you can do this. You change the framework of your work and you publish this.
Okay, sir. Okay, that is good. That is a very, very good idea, and I had never heard of it. Yes, that can be done. Yes.
Yes.
Thank you so much. And what about ISBN and ISSN? someone chat mic is on.
Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So this book chapter and book review and even review article, these are the things which are just only the data collection and compilation, right? For that, no
Okay.
need to put a special scientific efforts to like a generator data, go for analysis, just give the justification of the data and all these things. That type of things are not there. So that reflects your writing skill, your command on the area, that is vocabulary, your vocabulary. This thing will reflect from there. So that is also, I will suggest you to go for the international Q1, Q2 journal, because all journals are having these partitions. They can take review article, they can take communication, they can take a full paper, they can take a feature article. These are the things are available with all journals. For that also, you no need to go with the local journal. I suggest you at this moment to all researchers, that days has gone now. We have the existing literature everywhere. All in internet sites are open for the information. They are ready with all possible information in any area. So make an article which is sufficient to publish in a international journal. Don't go with no local. Even UGC care list is also not considerable, because I don't know when they will put a ban on that list. They will not come as a evaluation for you, or they will not be the part of your credit one day. So आपको भी सभी को इन ये इसका ये आ गया होगा, आइडिया आ गया होगा कि बहुत कोई जर्नल्स में आपने पब्लिश किया है और वो यूजीसी के लिस्ट में था द देन, लेकिन अभी उसमें से विड्रॉ किया है। ऐसे बहुत जर्नल्स हो गए, और योर आर्टिकल पब्लिश होने के बाद वो इंटरनेट से डिसअपियर भी करके डाला है उन्होंने, उसके खाली एक फाइनल कॉपी आपके पास है पब्लिश किया करके, then also there is no is of no use. आजकल स्टूडेंट इवैल्यूएशन करते समय भी कोई तो वाइवा ले रहा है, और वो वाइवा लेते समय वो स्टूडेंट का गूगल स्कॉलर चेक करके देख रहा है, उसका गूगल स्कॉलर प्रोफाइल ही नहीं, तो वो पेपर को कहाँ बिलीव करेंगे? क्योंकि गूगल स्कॉलर और स्कोपस और ऑर्चिड इंडेक्स, ये सर्च इंजिन्स क्या करते, आपको आपका इंटरनेट वाला प्रोफाइल खींच के वो प्रोफाइल बना देते हो, राइट? Automatically your everything will appear over there.
Okay.
Yeah, where no need to put specially the things in your profile, automatically they will capture. So in such cases, if your article is not recognized, so it means is of no use. तो वेरी सिंपल फंडा है कि सी आपको पब्लिश करना है, आप टाइम दे रहे तो अच्छी जगह ही पब्लिश कर लो. डोंट गो विद शॉर्टकट, दैट विल नॉट सपोर्ट यू इन अ क्रिटिकल टाइम.
Okay.
या एनीबडी?
Sir, आपसे can I ask something more over here? Sir, honestly speaking, I'm working with a private institute.
Okay.
So it becomes very difficult to get minor projects, or in that case, any funded projects or postdoctorship, right? Postdoctoral fellowship. So कैसे करें सर, हम लोग कैसे उसको टारगेट करें, क्योंकि दैट इज माय नेक्स्ट स्टेप. आई हैव कंप्लीटेड माय नेट सेट, आई हैव कंप्लीटेड माय पीएचडी, एवरीथिंग, मतलब बहुत अर्ली स्टेज पे कर लिया मैंने. अभी मेरा पीएचडी होके भी 2019, फ्रॉम देन आई एम ट्राइंग फॉर दिस. So what is the trick or what is the key things which I'm
So
missing
if you
here?
are there in a private institute, if that institute
Yes.
is research institute, you join somebody's
Then
lab as a
it's a
collaborator.
simple college. It's a simple
If you are in
college.
a
They have
college, you find out a nearby research institute or the university. Find out the people of your interest. See, I am here in Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Marathwada University, Department of Chemistry. People
okay, sir.
knows which type of work is going on in my lab. So the people
Okay,
from the MGM, people from the MIT, people from the CSMSS, people from the Devgiri Institute of Engineering, they are coming to me. People, some from the engineering college, like a government engineering college, are also with me, working with me.
okay.
Right? So by I am helping them. If see small help from my side will build up their
So
own
this is
one
what, see,
article.
I don't want to interrupt. I was working with YCM. When I was working with university, you get very different space and chances, you know. That time I was very stupid. I didn't took the advantage of all these opportunities because I was naive. I was not knowing what is what. No, today when I realize all this importance, all this what I feel it's like a trickle down effect. All the good opportunities first goes to central universities and state universities and central, the colleges which are government aided, and last में we get some. I mean, आप जो बोल रहे हैं ना, जो this is very difficult when you are working in private or networking. नेटवर्किंग क्या, टू बी ऑनेस्ट मैं बहुत क्लियर और बहुत स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड हूँ, लॉबिंग यहाँ पे ना दे वी द पीपल हु आर नॉट गेटिंग चांस टू एंटर ऑल दिस every time if people who are interviewing us and they'll ask आपको कोई एक्सपीरियंस है पहले का प्रोजेक्ट में फंडेड, and I'll say I don't have. Obviously, तो हमको आप चांस दोगे नहीं तो कब मिलेगा? और how will you come to know we are good or bad, right? तो ये एक चीज है ना, अभी somewhere बहुत demotivate कर रही है मुझे. I'm just trying for the last 3-4 years to progress in my career
See,
and I'm not able to get it.
you start with the people those who are having a space. See the person. देखो ऐसे रहता है कि if you are comparing professor with the assistant professor, they are now in a stage of to mentoring others, right? They get
Right.
they are in that. If you are going to the assistant professor, so such type of comments you will get it, because they are not knowing they equal means why they will give you chance to use their lab,
नहीं
right?
okay.
They
Yes.
will not get any benefit from you because they are also like you. They are also looking for some opportunity to get more from
That's
others.
right.
So, like that expectation is not there with a professor. The professor always ready to help you.
Right.
Yeah, so you find out such type of mentor, you work with them. Probably you put a proposal with them as a collaboration, and go ahead with one or two proposals with some other, and then you go for the independent, because you need to build up your profile in the particular area
सेम
first.
सेम सर, आपने जैसे बताया अभी यही किया. दिस टाइम व्हेन ICSR का प्रोजेक्ट आया माइनर मेजर, so I have done the same what you have given me this strategy. जस्ट मुझे आप खाली इतना इसमें बता सकते हैं क्या सर कि माइनर प्रोजेक्ट्स और डॉक्टर फेलोशिप कहाँ पे और अप्लाई करना चाहिए, बिकॉज बीइंग अ फीमेल, पहले यूजीसी में वुमेन्स आता था, वो भी नहीं आ रहा है फेलोशिप. सो
So, but see, for women, the reservation is everywhere. They will give the
ओके
priority. Actually, the women fellowship they have, that fellowship is there.
सर, लेकिन प्रॉब्लम अगेन दूसरा और मेजर प्रॉब्लम क्या है, स्टेम जो है, स्टेम वाले फील्ड्स हैं, जो कॉलेजेस हैं, साइंस टेक्नोलॉजी एंड एवरीथिंग, इंजीनियरिंग एंड मैथ्स, उनके लिए अपॉर्चुनिटीज आर लाइक 10 out of 9 and only one opportunity is left for social sciences. Again there is issue, and since I'm from commerce and management, it's become very competitive, sir.
That's true. Yes.
तो और मुझे, if being a science I can prove some theories, it's altogether different research. But
You
in
are
commerce
from
and
where now?
management, I'm from management. I'm from
No, but
complete
basically from where?
management,
No,
finance.
I am not asking about the area. I am asking.
I'm from Mumbai. You're asking me college, you're asking me location, what? Hello? Hello? Hello?
यस पार्टिसिपेंट, अब अभी मीटिंग में से आप लीव कर सकते हैं। ऑलरेडी सर का लेक्चर खत्म हो चुका है, थोड़ा नेटवर्क इशू की वजह से।
ओके सर, थैंक यू सर।
थँक यू।
Okay,
ओके
sir.
सर.
Thank you.
ओके सर.
Thank you.
29 प्रेझेंट सर. प्रेझेंटीच्या वेळेला मी.
ठीक है मैम, ओके, थैंक यू। यस
सर मेरा भी अटेंडेंस लिया है ना 76?
यस 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 मैम, आप अटेंडेंस ऑलरेडी ले चुके हैं, कोई दिक्कत नहीं।
ओके
सर
थँक यू सर.
वोट ऑफ थँक्स
हाँ, वोटर ट्रांस करा सर तुम्ही।
चलिए भास्कर साठे जी ने आज विभिन्न प्रकार की फेलोशिप और रिसर्च के संदर्भ में बहुत ही अच्छी जानकारी दी। हमें अपने ज्ञान से सराबोर कर दिया, इसलिए भास्कर साठे जी का और सभी प्रतिभागियों का और आयोजक का मैं तहे दिल से आभार प्रकट करता हूँ और ये मीटिंग खत्म हुई ऐसा घोषित करता हूँ। थैंक्स।
यस, थैंक यू सर।
ओके ओके।